Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into a publishing company that claims it has built a totally new model for authors. So let's start with a scenario that a lot of writers out there will know very well. You spent years, right, pouring your heart and soul into a manuscript. You've revised it, you've polished it, and it's finally done. You have a finished book. That's an amazing moment of pride. But what happens next? Well, that's usually where the trouble starts. And this quote it nails the problem. That incredible joy you feel when you finish creating something often slams right into the harsh, confusing, and sometimes, let's be honest, predatory reality of the publishing industry. This whole journey from that high of accomplishment to the low of frustration is so incredibly common that it's actually the reason Carolina House Publishing was founded. They looked at the system and saw that it was just broken, especially for the very people creating the product, the authors. Okay, so let's dive into the two main systems that authors usually have to deal with, and they both come with some pretty big problems. So, on one side, you've got traditional publishing. They take the financial risk, sure, but they also take the lion's share of the money. We're talking 85 to 90%, leaving you with just a tiny sliver. Then on the other side, you've got the pay-to-play, or vanity presses. And with them, you pay them thousands of dollars up front. Their profit is pretty much guaranteed whether your book sells one copy or a million. And this chart really just spells it out, doesn't it? This is the financial reality in the traditional model. Put it this way, if your book makes $1, the publisher keeps about 90 cents, and you, the creator, you get a dime. It's a structure that's been in place for a really long time. So, seeing these two flawed options, Carolina House Publishing decided, you know what? We can build something different, something that's actually centered on the idea of a real partnership. They call themselves a third way. It's designed to solve the biggest problems of the other two models. It's not traditional, and it's not pay-to-play. It's meant to be something entirely new. This quote is really the heart of their whole philosophy. It's a simple idea, but it's a powerful one. They only make money if the author makes money. Their entire business is built on this foundation, making sure that their financial interests are perfectly aligned with the authors. So here's the nuts and bolts of it. It's a revenue-sharing model. They don't make their money by charging authors a ton of fees. They only make money when your book sells to actual readers. This means they have a powerful, built-in reason to help you sell as many books as possible. And here's where it gets really interesting. The financial breakdown. In a traditional deal, an author might get 10 to 15% of the total revenue. With this partnership model, the author keeps at least 75% of the profit margin. That's the money left after the basic costs like printing are covered. The difference in your take-home pay is, well, it's huge. So if you're an author, how do you actually work with them? Turns out there are two different ways to get started. Path 1 is kind of like an a la carte menu. If you just need some specific help, like editing or cover design, you can buy those services as you need them. Path 2 is their main event, the Published Author Program. This is a full-on publishing agreement where they become your publisher, but it's selective. You have to apply and go through a manuscript review to get in. Every single potential partnership starts right here with a full manuscript review. And this isn't just a quick skim, it's a deep dive analysis of your entire book. So it works both ways. You get incredibly valuable, detailed feedback to make your book better, and they get to see if your project is a good fit for them. So let's say you go through the review, they love your book, and they make you an offer. What exactly is included in this Published Author Program? What do you get? First up, you get a whole bunch of core publishing services for free. They handle all the technical, time-consuming stuff like professional formatting, uploading your book everywhere, and getting all your ISBNs sorted out. They actually estimate that the total value of all the training and services they include is over $5,000. That's a pretty significant investment they're making in every single author they sign. And on top of that, partners get full access to their entire library of training courses, everything from marketing to social media ads. You also get a 25% discount on any other services you might want. And this is critical, they invest their own money in paid advertising for your books. They're literally putting their money where their mouth is. Okay, so finally, let's talk about who this model is really designed for, because they're very upfront that this partnership is definitely not for everyone. They're looking for authors who treat writing like a business, not a hobby. People who are playing the long game, writing a series or building a career in a specific genre. And you have to be willing to learn and actively get your hands dirty with your own marketing. And they're totally transparent about the trade-offs. If you're looking for a huge cash advance like you might get in a traditional deal, this isn't for you. If you want a service that just does all the marketing for you so you can be completely hands-off, this isn't it either. This is an active partnership. And that really brings us to the final and most important question that this whole model raises for every single author out there. In your own publishing journey, are your financial interests truly aligned with your publishers? In other words, is your publisher really and truly a partner?